Hello. Oh, who cares about the light? Get a bit of light in here. So, the Premier League is nearly at the final run. We're into the last week of March, and Arsenal play Man City. I was watching a video, I was watching Chip TV, and the True Geordie said Arsenal had no chance to win the title, that everybody said Arsenal can win it. I knew they wouldn't win it. You know why? Because Arsenal have been affected by injuries. Now, with Arsenal, fantastic team. This season they've shown they've got a really good team. Yeah, but you ain't got a squad. Dreadful squad. In January, Arsenal had to go out and buy, because now injuries have hit in. And you look at the players Arsenal have got out, as I was looking at their website, that's not the right one. We have the injury. Jack Wilshere, he's out for 3 weeks. Devastated. Monreal, great player, out for 2 weeks. Ramsey, been magnificent this season, 3 weeks out. Theo Walcott, 3 months out. Diaby, 2 weeks out. Can't say his name. Loren Konchesky, he's out for 3 weeks. And of course, the player they bought from Real Madrid, Alonso, he's out for 3 weeks. Now, how can you go through a season when you haven't got players not capable of there's no one in the Arsenal squad that can replace those players whatsoever. I think at Arsenal they've lost 6-0 at they conceded 6-3 at Man City, 6-0 at Chelsea last week. Liverpool battered them 5-1. And the other thing, it's not good enough this season if Arsenal just win the FA Cup. Let me just tell you something. If anybody thinks Arsenal have got the FA Cup in their bag, come April the 12th, they're going to get a big shock. If Arsenal think they're just going to roll Wigan over, I would actually say now Wigan Athletic are going to beat Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal are going to win the FA Cup. The squad is falling to pieces. Few injuries. They're going to get a few more. I reckon they're going to get a few suspensions. I don't think they'll be good enough to get Wigan out of the FA Cup. It's looking dire for Arsenal's season. Actually, to say it, I think Arsenal's season is over because they didn't buy in the transfer window. Their squad's not good enough. To win the Premier League, Arsenal have shown that you can have a good team, but if you haven't got a good squad, you don't win the league title. And that brings me on to Man City, which we're getting the right bloody fixtures out. Just bear with me. Oh, bugger. Well, let me just quickly type in Man City. Man City's results. I think Man City have done pretty bad this season. For the money they've spent, for the squad they've got, it's not been impressive. I mean, Wigan put them out of the FA Cup. You all thinking how, but they did. They've won the League Cup, but they're out the Champions League. They're third in the Premier League, 2 games in hand. Can they win the league title? I don't think so. If they don't win tomorrow, that puts them on 30 games, with still 2 games in hand. But where do Man City have to go in April? They have to go to Liverpool, and I'll tell you something. Sunday the 13th will not be an easy fixture for Man City. I can see Man City being beat by Liverpool. I mean, nah, I don't think Man City can win it. I mean, their away form has not been very good this season. I mean, they've been solid at home, but they've lost double to Chelsea, which was a disaster. So, Man City Premier League champions, no chance. Now, let's go to Chelsea. Absolutely battered Arsenal. They've beaten Man City twice. They have beaten Liverpool at home. But here and there, has it all been good for Chelsea? They drew 2-2 at home to West Brom. Now, a lot of people did say West Brom should have won that game. There was a lot of dodgy things happening in that game. And they're the sort of games you should be winning if you're Chelsea. Lucky to beat Villa at home, but they lost away to Villa. And again, they've got the Liverpool away on the 27th of April. I mean, looking at their fixture list, they're still in the Champions League. Now, that could play a massive difference in them winning the league title. I would say Chelsea will probably put out PSG. They're going to beat Crystal Palace tomorrow. Then they go to PSG. I think they can win that or get a draw. They're going to beat Stoke. Then they're at home to PSG. Then away to Swansea. Then at home to Sunderland. I think they can win all those fixtures. But then they play Liverpool with the Champions League semi-final. I think that's going to really tell on how Chelsea ain't going to win the title, but I might be wrong there. Norwich, they should batter. They should win at Cardiff, but the key fixture is Liverpool, and I'm sure around that time it's going to be the Champions League semi-final, and it's going to be bloody difficult for them to get to the Champions League final and win at Anfield. I mean, you look at Liverpool, they did well at Man City, they were unlucky at Chelsea, they annihilated Man United, did lose at Arsenal in the FA Cup and in the Premier League, when Arsenal pretty much had the squad, which they haven't got now. I mean, if they played Arsenal now at Highbury, they would beat them. I mean, the fixtures really for Liverpool, they should win at home against Tottenham. I would guarantee they'll beat West Ham. They got Norwich after they play Man City, and then they got Chelsea. I mean, I can see them winning all those fixtures in April. I mean, Man City and Chelsea at home, you know what Liverpool are like this season. Anfield's been a fortress. Then they're away to Crystal Palace, home to Newcastle. Liverpool, can they win the title? Certainly can. They're scoring goals. I mean, Sturridge, Sterling, they've got Luis Suarez. You know, they've got such a good squad. And I mean, not a lot of people were looking at Liverpool. Can they win it? I've been looking at Liverpool as the season's gone. And then I saw they had Man City and Chelsea in April. I think Liverpool can win it. I think if it's not Liverpool who win the title, it's going to be Chelsea. And even on form, last 6 matches, all victories. They're scoring goals. Only beat Sunderland 2-1, but be honest, they won it. But they scored 6 away at Cardiff, 3 away at Old Trafford, 3 at Southampton, scored 4 at home against Swansea, and scored 3 away against Fulham. They outscored their teams. I mean, with Chelsea, I think they're going to be more defensive. I'm going to be more know that if they can see 2 against Chelsea at home, then maybe they won't be able to turn that around. They'll be more defensive, know what they got to do against Chelsea and Man City. So I would say the league title at this moment is between Liverpool and Chelsea. I think what Liverpool have got an advantage, they're only in the Premier League title, where Chelsea are in the Champions League. I think that's where it's going to swing for the league title. So who's going to win the Premier League title? I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it there right now and say Liverpool are going to win the Premier League title 2013, 2014. And if I'm wrong, it's going to be Chelsea. I say Arsenal, you're not going to win the Premier League title. And mark my word, you're not even going to win the FA Cup. Wigan will beat you at Wembley. Man City, I think they're... it hasn't been good enough for Man City this season. Third place is between Chelsea and Liverpool. I'm going to go for Liverpool just because Chelsea, when they play Liverpool, it's Champions League semi-final time. And it's going to be Jose Mourinho. It's going to be like, no, I think I'd be the same if I was Jose Mourinho, thinking, oh no, I forgot, I was too busy concentrating on Man City. I forgot we're in the Champions League final, in the Champions League semi-final. It could be Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and we got to go away to Liverpool. It's going to be very hard, to get the results in all three games. I think it's going to be very difficult. I think if they was to get the result at Liverpool, the Champions League would be gone. If they get the Champions League result, they won't do it at Liverpool. And a good chance Chelsea could fold in all three games. Let's face it, the Champions League semi-final, you play the best in Europe. It's not going to be a Mickey Mouse team in the semi-final. It's going to be Bayern Munich. It's going to be Real Madrid. It's going to be Barcelona. They're the three teams Chelsea will face in the quarter-finals. And with a trip to Anfield, where Liverpool have made it a fortress this season, it's going to be hard for Chelsea. So and I have been saying it for a long time, Liverpool are going to win the league title. I still think they will. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Pure Football, Matthew Graham is out of here, and thank you very much.